Elite Sports presents the MIAA Girls Basketball Division III Championship game between the #1 seeded Foxboro Warriors and the #2 Clippers of Norwell High School. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tsongas Center on the campus of the University of Massachusetts in Lowell for the second straight year. I'm Mark Farinella bringing you the play-by-play, and Kate Hill is alongside again for an evening of championship basketball. It's deja vu for the 23-2 Warriors, who defeated Draycote High on this court last year for the Division II state title, and they've returned intact to face a Norwell team that has won 23 straight games since losing to Sandwich on the opening day of the season. It may be a division lower than last year, but the stakes remain just as high for this talented and tournament-tested team. Kate, it's nice to be back with you here in a championship setting.
Likewise, I am thrilled to be here again. I am nervous, like I was last year, but I feel that it's going to be a great game, and this is a great Norwell team up against an amazing Foxboro Warrior team.
Here are the #1 seeded Warriors about to run out on the court. They will announce all the players before they get to the starting lineup. Of course, Foxboro will put the same starting lineup in the court that started last year's game against Draycote. You've got Cam Collins with 1271 career points, 492 this season. She's averaging 19.7 a game. And Kaylee Sullivan, 1,273 career points, 487 this year, and an average of 19.5. And both of them have been unstoppable. Addie Reuter in the middle, 549 points for her career, 13.7 per game this year after ending her knee surgery rehab. She's rounded into shape, and she's a force as a true center. And of course, seniors Aaron Foley on defense and Izzy Chamberlain on the boards. They are experts in their fields. Well, the good thing about these Warriors is the depth. Ava Hill, Adriana Perazzo, Kylie Sampson, they all saw significant minutes in last year's title game, and Foxborough has developed solid depth this season as well. Offense and defense have both been overwhelming to opponents. Foxborough's average score of a game has been 71-42 in the playoffs. It's been 78-37. Here are the Warriors coming out on the court. Collins and Chamberlain are out there. Here comes Kaylee Sullivan. Aaron Foley headed to Stonehill to play soccer. And Addie Reuter, she's a junior. In fact, again, they're losing some good seniors, but this roster is going to have a lot of players returning next year. But right now, they've got one mission that they want to take care of.
And that is to bring home that chip.
Absolutely. To honor America, we will now have the playing of our national anthem. Of course, Foxborough comes in here at 23-2. Norwell comes in at 23-1. That one, as I said before, came on the first day of the season. They won the South Shore League Sullivan Division title with a 13-1 record. They were 14-0 at home this year, but they have not been in a title game since 1989, when they lost to Lee High School 61-35 for the Division III crown, and that was at the Worcester Centrum, now of course called the DCU Center. Junior Maddie Oliver was the South Shore League MVP, and she's frequently over 20 points a game. She's a strong rebounder and a passer. Junior guard Reagan Dowd is very dangerous from three-point land, and freshman Alex Cassidy has been a nice surprise for the Clippers. She had a breakout game on January 31st when she put 26 points in the net in a win over Abington. I, however, do feel that they might have a little trouble matching up with Foxborough's athleticism, and they probably won't be able to handle the defensive skills of Collins and Foley. And we are underway as Collins takes the first shot, misses it, rebounded by Chamberlain. Chamberlain goes back up and in. Izzy Chamberlain makes it 2-0 for the Foxborough Warriors.
Great offensive board by Isabel, put back on the right.
All right, here comes Norwell up the court. Starting, as I expected, Holly Pantilla, number 13. I'll give you all their starters in a second. There's a little dispute over that, but I saw it differently in another newspaper. The drive by Madison Oliver is no good. Another shot no good. Rebounded again, this time by Cassidy. And it'll be a tie-up, and I believe it goes in Foxborough's direction. So their starters, number 2, Paige McGuire. Number 4, Alex Cassidy. Number 13, Holly Pantilla. Number 14, Madison Oliver. And number 15, Reagan Dowd. And it's not a bad lineup. It's pretty good, in fact. They did a good number on Medway.
Almost a moving screen on Reuter. One of the Norwell players did hit the deck, but she's up.
Dowd has the ball, brings it across the timeline. She sends it off onto the corner, blocked by Reuter going inside, but comes back out to Oliver. The shot by Dowd, no good, rebounded. And they've gotten their offensive rebound so far in this game, but that one goes off of Dowd's hands, out of bounds, with Collins helping it a little bit, and that will be Foxborough ball. Warriors are up 2-0 in the early going. Let's go home.
Well, we got a job to do here.
Yes,
so do they.
Yes, we do. Here comes Kaylee Sullivan, gets it over to Collins. Collins tries to put up, no good. Rebound, Daddy Reuter, no good. Smacked back out to Chamberlain. Foley gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan on that second line is where she shoots from. She's got to remember there's 2 lines and she can take another step in. Rebound goes out to Foley. Foley puts it up, no good. So the teams are having a trouble, and they have a foul underneath here.
Looks like that could be on Addie Reuter. That will be her first.
It is on Addie Reuter. That's the first foul.
So we have a replay here. Shot by Collins. Isabel finding that board, going up righty. Excellent.
McGuire brings it across for the Clippers. She'll go all the way to the basket, directed elsewhere by Reuter, but it's rebounded again by Norwell. And there's another shot, second shot by Cassidy, no good. She still has the ball back. The Foxborough's not getting any defensive rebounds here in the early going.
Yep,
and that's something that they've got to work on right now.
They're kind of ball watching. They need to clear out their player and get that rebound.
Inbounded. Out top to McGuire. Over to Oliver, then to Dowd. Dowd's 3 is no good. Rebounded underneath again, and another foul. This one's on Izzy Chamberlain, I believe. Oh, no, it might be Sullivan, I'm sorry.
Sullivan is in disbelief. She was looking for that jump ball.
It is on Sullivan. Second foul on the Warriors. And Alexandra Cassidy will go to the foul line for 2. Looking to put Norwell's first points on the board. The first one does drop in. I used to cover the Clippers many years ago when I worked at the Patriot Ledger in Quincy. That's another one, and it's a tie score at 2. With just about 2 minutes into this first quarter here at UMass Lowell. We're in a little slightly different location this year. This year, the Riverhawk logo is not upside down for us. Reuter inside, puts it up and in on the pass from Sullivan.
All day. Nice little turnaround spin.
And I think that's going to be a big problem for Norwell unless they can get her in foul trouble somehow.
And they did not even really double down on her, so they got to start to do that if they want to stop her.
Foley. I'm sorry, that's not Foley. Of course, she's being covered by Foley. That's Holly Pantilla. And that one was blocked again by Reuter. And now here comes Collins. Collins will take the Euro step in. She's fouled and she gets the basket.
What a beautiful move, Cameron Collins.
This is, of course, Cam's last game as a Foxborough Warrior, no matter what. And I just have a feeling she's going to want to go out wonderfully.
And Cam on the break, Euro step, goes and finishes lefty and one.
Man, she got on a train from Austria to Switzerland on that one, but
she took the Acela.
And the free throw is no good. Rebounded, pushed out by Reuter, gets over to Foley and back over across court to Sullivan. Now back out to Collins. Collins looking for Reuter. The little jumper's no good. Rebound fought for. It's on the floor, and it's finally picked up. And it's a live ball to number 2, and that's Paige McGuire. And there's a foul.
So it looks like the foul is on Foley. She was trying to back tap it and called for the foul.
It is on Aaron Foley. So the Warriors have 3 fouls in this quarter so far, but fortunately for 3 different players so far. And Collins knocks that one out of bounds as they were trying to get it to Madison Oliver. Oliver is a, she is a junior, and she's had her share of big nights. 29 at Carver, 26 versus Abington, 25 at Dover Sherborne. The list goes on, and she gets the ball inside, no good. Rebound fought for. This time it's pushed away by Reuter. It was almost down, and Chamberlain came away with it, and now Collins has it right on the UMass logo. A little bit of right to the key, takes a fallback stop and pop, no good. Rebound fought for again. Chamberlain trying to grab it, but they roll it along the floor, and it goes into the hands of Oliver. Oliver will get handed off to Pantilla. I'm sorry, Pantilla. It's Pantilla. The shot by number 15, that's Reagan Dowd, no good. And rebounded again by Addie Reuter. Shot no good. Blocked, I believe.
Yes, Kaylee Sullivan looking for that pull-up jumper. She was blocked.
And here comes Norwell again. Looking to penetrate. Cross the shot by McGuire for 3. No good. Rebounded by Chamberlain and gives it off quickly to Sullivan. Sullivan up court to Reuter. Reuter has it taken out of her hands by Reagan Dowd. And here comes Norwell again. Norwell, quick pass underneath. And the outside shot no good by Dowd again, rebounded by Reuter again.
And good recovery on that attempted block by Reuter, but then right back on the defense on the other end. Sullivan lines up for a 3, no good.
Sullivan's 3, no good, as you said, but Reuter gets the rebound and the turnaround shot goes. She has 4 points.
They're not really doing a good job on her. She's getting very good looks at the basket. They need to try to take that away.
Unless you got somebody in a stepladder, it's hard to do a good job on her. All right, McGuire has the ball out top. We'll hand it off to Pantilla. And now she gives it off to Oliver. Oliver will take the drives, blocked by Reuter. Oh, I wish I was keeping stats on this. Here comes Sullivan on the pass from Collins. It's good, and she's fouled. Great fast break basketball by the Warriors.
Awesome left-handed layup, strong to the hoop, and we have a replay of that layup on the break. Cam Collins finds Sullivan. She takes her time. She draws the contact, scores a bucket, going to the line for 1. We have a substitute, Ava Hill in for Isabel Chamberlain, and we got another substitute, I believe, for shooter. It'll be Adriana Perazzo on deck.
Okay, thank you very much, Kate. And here is the shot by Sullivan. It's good, and she'll be able to take a rest.
Traditional 3-point field goal and foul shot.
And the Warriors have an 11-2 lead here. One thing we have that we didn't have last year is a much louder PA system where we are too. So at least I'll know the fouls most of the time whenever the announcer says it. Stolen by Collins. She'll go in alone. Puts it up and in off the glass. That is again Cam Collins at her best. And a timeout called by
the Norwell Clippers.
Yep, by the Clippers, by Coach Matthew Marani. He's in his 18th year. He is a 3-time Mass Basketball Coaches Association Coach of the Year. They have, as I said before, averaged 55.1 a game. They do allow 35.4, so they play pretty good defense. But they're not scoring a ton of points, and that's one thing that the Warriors have been doing of late.
And we have this very unfortunate pass here. It had to be crisper.
Perfectly anticipated by her, and she just has the presence of mind just to pull it off that little square on the glass.
Yep.
So many players just rush that shot. Here she is, Coach Lisa Downs. In her 13th year as a head coach, she has 229 wins and 66 losses. Let's look at Addie doing her business here, and that's what she does. Just a nice little turnaround.
Very good.
Perfect.
It's hard to guard that.
And I think now is as good a time as any, too, to mention, and I haven't all year, and I'm kind of remiss to this. The assistant coaches have done such a great job. Bench coach Brian Brown, Ashley Sampson, of course, you remember her from 2018 when she scored 1,530 career points, and Haley Knowles. They've been doing a great job for the Warriors, and they are definitely a big part of this family.
Yes, indeed.
Dowd will take the ball across the timeline for Norwell. Now it's passed back into the middle, back to Dowd, right side. She is eager to take three-pointers. I hope she understands that there's, again, the same situation Foxborough faces, that long line. She'll take it all the way around, go into it. Then the rebound was by Cassidy, and then Reuter got the next rebound. And that's why Foxborough has the ball. Collins will take the long three from behind the college/pro arc, or whichever arc that is. The fast break, no good by McGuire. And again, Foxborough has the ball, so they come back up again. Collins trying to get it underneath the Reuter. That ball, we have a whistle, and I think we have a foul. And I think that might be on Dowd. It is on Dowd. Third on the team, first on Dowd. Foxborough will have the ball to the left of the basket as the girls are looking at the court right now. And Collins gets the inbounds pass and puts it right in.
Too
from
easy.
Adriana Perrazzo.
Noah fell asleep on that one. They should have known that that was going to happen.
6 points for Collins in the game so far. Cassidy has it out top. For a freshman, she plays at an advanced level. She really does. All right, there's the outside shot by Oliver, no good. They're shooting again. They're shooting behind the wrong line. I mean, I've said this every time we've been here. They've got to watch. They got another 2 feet that they can go in.
Noah with just one field goal for this quarter. They really need to get into their offensive set.
Perrazzo looks inside the Reuter. Turnaround jumper. It bounces in. And Reuter has 6 points. And you can recall, Addie had a big game in the tournament here last year against Dracut. And I got some stats from that game that maybe I'll go over them at some point if we have a break, because I finally had a chance to chart the game, and I didn't realize how dominating Foxborough was in that game. A 20-point win, of course, over Dracut. But it was even better on the stat sheet. Blocked shot underneath. That shot was by Cassidy. Here come the Warriors again. Collins with the pull-up jumper is no good, and a rebound on the rebounding. A foul on the rebounding. That is, I think, on
Dowd.
Evan Foley. It is on Aaron Foley.
Oh.
And now Foley has 2.
And we have a replay. Cam Collins sneaking over to that left side and getting the roll.
So Foley with 2 fouls, and I think she's gone out of the game, I do believe. They want to preserve her, but the one thing about the Warriors, they play good defense no matter who's in the game.
Yes, it's a stifling defense, and it's just indicative of the 2 points that Noah has right now.
Oliver has Collins on her, tries to pass it inside. It goes off of Cassidy, and it'll be Foxborough ball.
And yet another turnover by the Clippers. Unfortunate.
All right, Warriors have the ball. Here comes Sullivan across the logo at midcourt. Gives it off to Collins, left side. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan could shoot from there, but she will shoot behind the blue line instead. That one's no good. It's a little long, but the rebound by Ava Hill. And why is there a horn?
So the end of the quarter.
It's the end of the horn. I was not paying attention. I made that same mistake last year at the end of the first quarter, too.
And I don't think Ava was paying attention either. I think she should have put that right back up, but, in due time.
But in case you were wondering, folks, and you see it on your screen, the Foxborough Warriors have a 17-2 lead over the Clippers of Norwell High School here at the end of 1 quarter. Kind of what we expect, isn't it, Kate?
Yeah, and it's it's a different type of situation here. Being dropped down a division. We've never even really seen this team except in film. The Lady Warriors haven't played against anyone in their league, I don't think. But, you know, the Lady Clippers, Norwell Clippers, they are turning the ball over too much, and our defense is, you know, creating those turnovers, and they can't get into their offensive set, and I feel like they're rushing some shots. So if they want to stay in this game for this next quarter, the jitters are gone for the Clippers, and they have to move on and get some buckets in order to catch up.
You know, one thing, Kate, is I was trying to get some information about this game. Funny thing I found, of course, we know that Foxborough was dropped down to Division III because of their enrollment, but every team they've played in the tournament so far, Foxborough is the larger school. Foxborough is listed as having 757 kids. Norwell has 627. That's including both boys and girls. Bellingham had 565, Wellington 679, and Pentucket 616, and St. Mary's of Lynn 458. So Foxborough's been the giant, and nobody's been able to kill the giant. We had a traveling call just then, and it will be the Clippers' ball as Foxborough shows some pressure. Ava Hill covering the ball carrier, which was Cassidy. They try to go to the basket, and the ball goes out of bounds off Foxborough. 7:43 left, as you see on your screen, in the first half. The Warriors up by 15. Inbounded to Dowd. Gets it back outside. The runner by number 21, Heidi Warren. She started a few games for them, does not go. Here comes Foxborough. Collins has it, right elbow. Yeah, I'm sorry, left elbow, gives it back out top. And now on the far side, Sullivan has it. Now back, and that, yes, was Sullivan there, and that's Perazzo. I'm sorry. Numbers are small. That Vegas gold numbers, I have trouble with those still sometimes. Dowd tries to shoot it over Sullivan and can't get it off her body, but it will go, or was that Perazzo? No, that was Sullivan. And that will go off of him, out of bounds.
And we have a replay here, and Sullivan challenging Dowd.
Yep, good job on that. Norwell holds the ball with 30 seconds on the shot clock, and the shot goes up and it rolls in by Cassidy, and there's the foul.
So great drive, strong drive by Alex Cassidy. Unfortunately, Ava Hill trying to stand her ground, trying to hold up, you know, straight up, and she gets the bucket.
That is Ava's first foul.
And she makes the three-point play.
It is now 17-5. Foxborough in the lead by 12. Sullivan. Runner, no good. Rebound, fought for, goes over Ava Hill and into Cassidy's hands. Fast break. They try to get up quickly. Oliver has it. It's on the floor. It's going to come back out to Chamberlain. And here comes Cam Collins with the ball now. She crosses over the timeline. Gives it off to Alasia Drummonds. Now back outside to Ava for three. That's no good. Rebounded by Oliver. Norwell doesn't waste much time in getting the ball across either. That's Tess Murray, number 5 in the ball game. Now over to Warren. Warren has it blocked. Struggles, battled. Chamberlain gets it out of her hands. Collins up to Drummonds. Drummonds will take the pull-up shot. No good, over the basket. And number 5, Tess Murray, has the ball for Norwell. Gives it over to Dowd. Now over to Oliver. Oliver will take a couple of steps in. She's got Collins on her. She'll take the pull-up jumper. No good. And it goes out off of Cassidy. It'll be Foxborough ball.
Substitute Reuter in for Hill.
Addie comes back. She got a nice rest. And Alasia Drummonds will take the ball up for the Warriors.
Now talk about freshmen who are contributing. There's one right there.
Yep, and this is a big game for Alasia right now.
Addie Reuter in the lane. Turnaround, no. Falls out. Rebounded by Oliver. Oliver, quick pass up. And another one into the lane to Cassidy, but it's stolen away. And scooped over to Drummonds, now to Collins. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Reuter. Reuter turnaround, and again, it's in. She converts the miss. Addie Reuter now has 8 points.
Norwell is making that mistake of not clearing out their man after a shot. And that's going to kill them in this game.
Ball goes out of bounds off Foxborough as Dowd put a shot up, tried to rebound it, was knocked off of a Warrior. Warriors, of course, as I said, they're in their white uniforms with blue trim and those Vegas gold numbers. Norwell wearing its classic blue with white numbers. The outside shot bounces off, and that was by, I didn't catch that, but who was the rebound there, Kate? Was that?
I believe that was number 3? 5?
That was number 5, I believe it was.
But the shot was by Dowd.
But the rebound shot was in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was a 2, and then Foley for the 3.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit behind the business here. But Foley just hit a 3.
Foley for 3. Yep.
And now I'm back up to speed. I actually had to sit down here for a second. Okay. Dowd will bring the ball across the timeline. Quick over to Oliver, left side. Oliver has a powerful drive. Hasn't used it as much as she can right now. And a travel will be called. And that's on Murray. So Fox.
And we have a replay, Aaron Foley.
Oh, good. This will be the first time I've seen it.
Perfect.
Nice shot. And again, she just barely stops at that blue line. She was over it, so at least that doesn't make me feel quite as bad because these kids got to remember they can shoot from the white line. Sullivan takes the jumper, and that's good on the baseline. And what a nice fake she put on, too. It looked like she was going to make the pass, and the defense dropped off her for a half a second. Don't do that with Kaylee Sullivan. She'll make you pay for it. 24-7. The Foxborough Warriors are in the lead here. Inside the paint, blocked by Reuter. The shot by Murray just absolutely rejected.
Strong drive, but when you're met with someone with that wingspan and that height, you take that chance of getting blocked.
This is Foxborough's 5th trip to a state title game. Remember, they did win a state title without playing in a state title game. That was during the COVID year. But Foxborough's 3-2 in games where they had to actually play the game. And that one will drop in. That was Oliver on the baseline, on the end line, rather. So Oliver gets her first basket.
Great jump shot.
They have 7 points in the quarter, which is a lot more than they had. Collins with the drive. No, it doesn't go. Reuter gets the rebound, puts it off the glass, and in. Reuter just knows just to get up there higher than everyone else, put it off the glass. Don't be fancy. Just do it. Oh, the Euro step by Warren. She'd lost her footing. She didn't really know what she was doing. The ball came off well and came into the hands of Kaylee Sullivan. And now the Foxborough Warriors looking to Reuter in the paint. She'll get it back out to Collins on the right side, gets it back into Reuter. Reuter again turns around. She'll flip it out to Foley. Foley gets it out to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it back. Will take the 3. Gets it. That is classic Kaylee Sullivan.
And there were a lot of touches before they released for a shot, so that's team basketball. They were very patient.
Outstanding ball movement on that.
And little screen by Foley, back and forth between the two.
And yet she's well behind the blue line.
Yes.
It's all right. She's getting ready for her future collegiate career.
So another timeout, I believe, by Norwell.
12-7. Foxborough's outscored them 12-7, and here's what makes Addie Reuter so valuable. Gets up high, gets the shot off of Collins and her miss, and puts it back up and in.
You know, Norwell's assuming that Cam Collins is going to make that shot. They really have to clear out.
They're back off on her.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure Cam is appreciative of, but you know. That's something you don't want to miss. That opportunity to try to stop her if you can. It is 29-9. Foxborough up by 20. And it took them a while last year to get to a 20-point lead over Norwell, but I believe it happened early in the 3rd quarter. But yeah, I mean, sorry, last year's game against Drake, and I watched it again last night. I was so excited to watch it again. Let's all say hello to our cameraman on the floor. Hi, Matt.
All right. Warren has the ball for Norwell, right side. Covered aggressively by Reuter, way out from the basket on that.
Yeah, she's got to be careful. She have to stay home.
Oliver gives it off to Cassidy, no good, rebounded by Reuter. Pass from Collins, up ahead, Foley loses control of it, and it is taken away by Dowd. Dowd at the top of the keys. She's going to try to penetrate. She loses her footing, gets the pass off. And that was, I think that was, might have been, I'm not sure who it was, but here's Oliver. Here's Oliver. We're still a little ways away here. Oliver takes the steal and puts it in.
That was Heidi Warren, I think.
That was Warren's initial shot, but look how fast they came back down, and Addie Reuter gets another basket, and she has 12 points. She scored 18 here last year against Drake. She's already well on her way towards that. And again, look at that great defense played by the Warriors.
Nice hustle by Sampson getting on the floor.
Kylie Sampson in the ball game. Now she'll come out quickly. Inbounded pass goes inside the Warren, knocked out of bounds by Collins. And that one's going to roll back to a friendly policeman who will pick it up and give it back to the officials. Foxborough's lead is 20. We have 1:33 left in this very fast-moving first half. Stolen by Collins on the inbounds pass, and what they call a whistle. They call. I don't understand what happened there.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a replay on that, but it might have been crossing the plane. Not sure.
Well, she was out. Somebody must have on the line because the pass was, and Collins was well away from it. She picked it up and went, but. Anyway, Norwell has the ball, and they work it around the perimeter. Oliver has it. Oliver wants to penetrate. She dishes it off on the far sideline for a three.
And that is Heidi Warren for three.
Heidi Warren gets that shot. And it's 31-14. Aaron Foley has the ball slapped out of her hands. That's something that doesn't happen much. It is by Dowd. She'll go to the basket. She'll get ridden off by Foley. That'll be Foley's third foul. And I think we're going to get Adriana Peraza in short order here.
Going to the line is number 15. Reagan Dowd has 2 shots.
Reagan Dowd will have 2. She has yet to score in this game. Gets that first one.
So we have a replay of this. So, oh, yeah. I mean, looks like her right.
Yeah, you might be right. It might have been just a tiny bit there. She was a little bit screened in that replay.
It was like yeah, she makes the second one. That might have been like a micrometer.
Dowd gets them both. It's 31-16. Reuter has it taken away. Now it looks like they're paying attention to Reuter as Alexander Cassidy gets into that one. Gives it off to Oliver. Oliver will take the long three and hits it. So a little bit of a comeback here by the Clippers.
Yep, their shots are falling. They're doing things right on offense.
Collins will respond. Tries to penetrate. Does. Gets the little jumper off. It does not fall. Collins battles for the rebound, but it is picked up by Warren, and she sends it back to Oliver. Oliver now passes up ahead to Warren again. In the middle, back out to Oliver. Collins on her. Oliver. Warren will take the three-pointer. No good. Rebound fought for. It is pulled down out of bounds on the line as Chamberlain tried to get to it. No, Sullivan rather. Sullivan, I'm sorry.
Foxborough Warriors, they need to start to clean this rest of the quarter up. 10 seconds. It would be nice to make another stop here.
They've scored 17 points, Norwell have, in this period. And they're kind of beating Foxborough a little bit of what they do. And there's another three, but that's Dowd's first three. And all of a sudden, this game is a 9-point game. And Lisa Downs will call timeout on the Foxborough sideline. Oh, I'm sorry. She will not. That was the end of the half.
That was the end of the half.
Buzzer beater. 2 for 2 on those, aren't they?
So these Clippers, they're starting to have their shots fall, and Foxborough needs to tighten up their defense and, not forsake this team.
It is 31-22 at halftime. I got to keep a closer eye on that clock, don't I? And the Warriors are in the lead, but the Norwell Clippers showed a little bit of life. Kate, if you're Lisa Downs, what are you telling them in the locker room right now?
I would be telling them that Norwell is still in this game, and they got here for a reason. Their reason is to win the state championship, and it's anyone's game at this point. It is 9 points. That is something that I remember from listening to the Sharon game or watching it last night, is somehow mentally 10-point lead is more detrimental than a 9-point lead, like mentally, to, you know, the coaches when you're going in the locker room. So these Clippers are going to get into their offensive set. Their goal is going to be to take care of the basketball better and also try to block out Reuter on these second and third opportunities that the Warriors were getting. Little bit of a run here, not a little bit, a big run. I would say, I think it was like a 12-2 run. I don't really know, but going forward, the Warriors need to play better defense, because that's what's gotten us here, and that's what wins these types of games, and be smart on offense.
And like you said, it could be a little bit of a factor that Aaron Foley has 3 fouls at this stage of the game. I mean, I think that they can overcome that, you know, certainly, but that is a bit of a challenge when you're really your defensive star is restrained from being able to be a little bit more physical. So that is the problem. Let's go over the scoring here at halftime. Again, Foxborough was outscored 20-14 in that quarter. Here is Norwell scoring. Alexandra Cassidy has 5 points. Tess Murray has 2. Madison Oliver has 7. Reagan Dowd has 5. And Heidi Warren has 3 for 22 points. For the Foxborough Warriors, Cam Collins with 6. Izzy Chamberlain with 2. Kaylee Sullivan with 8. Aaron Foley with 3. And Addie Reuter with 12. She had a great first half, but I think they started to figure out a little bit about her later, and they were going low on her, trying to take her away if she had to dribble.
Yes.
And that's something, you know, again, a tall player is going to dribble high. It's very hard for a tall player to avoid doing that. And if they're attacking it, then she's got to be aware of it, and she's got to look for the open player, which there's usually one out there, because they're going to, at that point, somebody else is going to come up and try to double team her. So.
Right, and the Warriors do a fabulous job of looking for that extra pass to find that perfect shot. They're used to that. I think they've grown this year into, you know, not settling on the first shot.
I was looking also last night at some old history of the Foxborough program, because I wanted to see how Lisa Downs is definitely sizing up against some of the other good coaches that Foxborough has had over the years. And of course, right now, she's really head and shoulders above everybody else in terms of winning percentage. 13th year is among the longest tenures of any coach since Title IX, to be honest. I have not been able to go back as far as I would like to a couple of other the coaches, because my stats ended about 1980, but I can dig those up at some point. But right now, Lisa, of course, 229 and 66, a 776 winning percentage. Sarah Bain, who preceded her, was 7 seasons, 85 and 65 at 567 before she took the UMass Lowell job here and shepherded them into Division I at the time that she was there. Dan Damish, 11 seasons. Of course, he owns the other state championship as a head coach, and actually got to the big game 3 times. He was 184 and 77 over his 11 years. That's 705. Paul Mahoney was in the job for 3 years. He was 25 and 38 at 397. And Nancy Wojcik, Nancy Fabiano, originally as one of the Fabiano triplets from Westwood High, and she played at Providence College. She was here for 7 seasons, had some really outstanding ball players, and she was 116 and 40, 744%. So right now, Lisa Downs is at the top of the heap, and we've seen that in what she does out there. You know, certainly I have known Lisa since she was a player, and certainly have come to have very high expectations for her, because she has even higher expectations for herself. And she is the perfect perfect person to voice those expectations to her players, at least so I believe.
And
And
Warriors,
you're the mom of a player. Come on, help me out. How does that strike you?
just, from Ava's freshman year, it was like she just thought that she was such an excellent coach and was drawn to her like magnetically, In fact, Ava actually changed her basketball number, and I think it's the same number as Lisa's.
I think you're right. I think she did wear 30. That's right. I believe she did. So certainly Foxborough in good hands. I think the program will be in good hands. During Lisa's tenure, 4 players reached 1,000 points. Of course, Ashley Sampson did it. She got to 1530, played in 99 games. Caitlin Malika, even though her career was interrupted by COVID, she still got to 1407 in 88 games. And of course, the 2 kids on the court right now, Kaylee Sullivan at 1273 and Cam Collins at 1271. It's just been nip and tuck between them all this year. By the way, just a great shout out here to another local team, the Bishop Vian Shamrocks. Last night defeated Wachusett High. And this was a shocker because they met in the regular season on the same day that Foxborough played Bridgewater Raynham in the Comcast tournament up in Woburn. And they got croaked by Wachusett. But last night's score was 48-40. Great defensive effort by the Shamrocks. They took just about everything away that Wachusett does well. And then they had another solid performance by Julia Webster, and another great performance by their outstanding point guard, Charlotte Adams Lopez. Absolutely terrific. So congratulations to the Shamrocks. That's their second state championship since 2016. They're 2-1 in state championship trips now. Of course, they lost to Andover last year. And again, another shout out to Amy Dolores, their head coach. Another outstanding coach, another outstanding female coach too, which I think is important to remind people that there has been progress made in this sport, and some great women players have come back to coach. And that's something that I'm just so happy to see. And they're people who actually may not have been the greatest player on their teams, but they watched, they learned, and they've learned over the years through other experiences how to express that. So,
yeah, and it's a different perspective. I know that Dan Damish came from coaching boys, and when he stepped onto the job.
But you know what? He was only a junior varsity coach, and he never played basketball. He was a book learner. He read every book.
I did not know that.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth. He read every book he could find about basketball and started coaching junior varsity in Milton.
Yes.
And they had a really good coach out there at that time, and I can't remember his name. I'll probably remember it 5 hours from now, which won't be of any help to us. But Dan learned a lot. He really stressed defense a lot, but he still had a couple of 1,000-point scores on his watch too. So. That's Foxborough basketball. Foxborough has been outstanding, and we're hoping that they will continue to be outstanding, at least for the rest of today.
We'll use that little tidbit of information maybe next year.
I could say we would take a break here, but we're at 1:25 left, so we might as well just keep talking. It is 31-22 for Foxborough in the lead over Norwell. Norwell cut a lot of points off that lead in the last few minutes. And they've got to watch out for some of the outside shooting is coming from sort of an unexpected area. From Heidi Warren got a 3. Dowd did get a 3. I expect that. Madison Oliver got a 3. She can hit those too. So as long as the Warriors stay the course and do what brought them here, like you said, Kate, I think we're going to have a nice second half. I think so. But it is, again, this is good to be reminded too that you're in a state championship game and the other team came to play too.
Absolutely. That first quarter, I could see their faces on the bench from our monitor that they were just defeated, and I honestly felt that it was going to keep going on, but they rallied. That second quarter was huge. Foxborough has to take them seriously now.
Well, I'm Mark Farinola. I've been watching Foxborough High School girls basketball since about 1978, I think. That's Kate Hill. And the whole crew from Foxboro Cable Access is making this work today, so we are very appreciative of them, of course. We're about ready for the second half of this game. The Foxborough Warriors lead 31-22 over Norwell. And we have 16 minutes left of competition, or maybe more. Hope not.
We'll see.
In this season.
We're not in control of that.
Yep. And right now on the floor, you've got 3 seniors who are playing their last game. You got Cam Collins, you've got Aaron Foley, and you have Izzy Chamberlain. And they are joined by juniors Kaylee Sullivan and Addie Reuter. And that's your starting 5 for the second half, Foxborough. And let's bring them home. Norwell has the ball to start this half. Paige McGuire has it out top. McGuire to penetrate, working on Reuter. Reuter just stops it and grabs it. And that's great. Another great block by her. You're not going to get by her with that drive.
No, she was moving her feet perfectly and clean block.
Sullivan gives it off to Chamberlain. Chamberlain gives it to Reuter. Reuter finds some defense, gives it out to Collins, right side. Collins will get back to Reuter. Reuter will take the short jumper, misses altogether, and that will go out of bounds. I think that might have been deflected. I didn't see it closely, but
it's Foxborough ball. Aaron was just making sure the ref saw that it was tipped.
Yep. So Aaron Foley will inbound. Looks, and has to go deep to Foley. No, I'm sorry. That's that was Sullivan inbounding, I guess. Sorry.
And we have to crash for those boards.
At least the ponytails are so similar. All right. McGuire with a 2-pointer. She was on the line, no good.
And excellent call by that referee. Dowd just went over Aaron's back.
Yep. So that will be the second foul on Reagan Dowd. And so Aaron Foley will inbound this time. I'm going to get these guys to kind of design different ponytails sometimes. We're a long way away from here, but that's no excuse. I should know them all by now. Cam Collins, right side, takes the stop and pop, hits it. That's a nice little 17-footer for her.
Cam Collins shooting, lighting up.
Now has 8 points in the game. On the drive, McGuire again. Now she'll pull it back out on the right side. Take it around to the middle. Looks like the Warriors are in man. A little bit of help with defense on the middle, though, I think. On the baseline, Dowd smashed by Reuter. Puts her down. No foul called. Quick pass from Collins to Sullivan on the fast break. And Sullivan scores.
Working so well in tandem.
Sullivan now in double figures with 10. All right, Paige McGuire will bring it back up again. She's been had some trouble with that tall timber inside, so she's going to back off and hopefully somebody else gets open, and Oliver does. Maddie Oliver will take the long one. Misses that one, rolls off and into the hands of Foley. She gets up ahead to Sullivan quickly. Sullivan gives it to Collins. Collins through the lane and scores again. And that's a timeout basket.
So Foxborough doing what they do so well is the fast break.
Yes, and another thing they do well is that they come out in the second half and just reassert themselves. It's almost like shock and awe. I use that term a lot. Let's see what Foxborough's done out here in this quarter.
Replay, Cam, unselfish to Kaylee.
No look pass, perfect. And now, another break here. And she saw Sullivan, she saw that Collins had an ability to split those two players easily, so she did. 6-0 run to start this half for the Warriors. Dark pinstripes today for Lisa Downs. I'm afraid I wasn't there for the game when she wore the white New York Yankees uniform, the pinstripe suit.
It was pinstripes.
Well, at least it wasn't pink this year.
We like the pink suit.
It was, you know what? It was fun, and she wore it at the banquet last year too, which was even better. So she loves these kids. There's no question about it. I mean, this has been. If you're a coach, sometimes you don't enjoy the teams you coach as much as you might.
Sometimes you might get an unlucky year, and you got to just grin and bear it.
But I have not heard her have any complaints at all about this team. Reagan Dowd will have the ball, and she will bring it across the logo at center court. Stops with Aaron Foley staring at her. Pass over to McGuire. Get it back out to Cassidy. She's a pretty tall kid for a freshman, too. She's going to be impressive. To Pantilla. Now the pass inside, stolen by Collins. Quick pass out. Sullivan. Cross court to Foley. Back up top now to Sullivan. Sullivan will take the long three. That one's a little too long. And it'll go out of bounds. Yeah, I think she was standing thinking there was a third line out there in that one. All right, Warren is back in for McGuire. I only got to see 3 of their games. Warren started one of them. They didn't put too many games on video at all.
Yeah, it was hard to look at them, look them up.
Up top is Reagan Dowd.
Cam trying to front number 14.
And that shot by Oliver is no good, but it's rebounded by Cassidy. Back out to Dowd again. Dowd beats Reuter around, but they can't get the shot off, but they do grab another offensive rebound. The pass underneath goes and out now. Pantilla's shot could not get the shot off. Here come the Warriors. Collins stops, wait till the defense goes by. That doesn't go. Oliver gets the rebound. 37-22, Foxborough. We're almost halfway through this third quarter. The outside shot does not fall by Oliver, and it's rebounded by Chamberlain. Here come the Warriors again. Sullivan stops, gives it back to Foley. She gets it back. The longer three is good by Sullivan. And remember, I think Sullivan had 18 last year too. Am I correct? I do believe that she had 18 as well in last year's game against Dracut. And she now has 13 in this one. Warren will inbound. Looking, finally has to fire it across, almost stolen, but into Oliver, and she gets the basket. So Oliver now has 9 points. Collins, no look pass, but it went into the wrong hands, went into a blue uniform's hands. Dowd swatted away by Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets a block.
Great job, Izzy Chamberlain on that block. Getting back on D, stopping the ball. Timeout, Foxborough.
And Lisa Downs calls that timeout. 40-24, Foxborough in the lead here. So Norwell's largest win this year was 44 points at Randolph. I actually saw that game. It was unfortunate. It really was. And their closest win was 4 against Wellesley. Let's look at Izzy at the block here, which we haven't seen that too often, but that's nice to see.
And straight up.
Nothing but ball.
And Dowd not happy about that. And replay, Kaylee Sullivan.
Is well behind that line. I love the fact that these kids don't care where the line is.
Sullivan shooting very well in this quarter.
In Norwell's last game, Oliver had 16 points, Dowd had 14, and Cassidy had 12. And that led Norwell past Medway 52-39 in the Division III semifinal that was played at Taunton High School back on March 11th. And of course, Foxborough with just 3 points apiece at halftime. Collins and Kaylee Sullivan combined for 27 second half points. Collins finished with 20 and Sullivan 13. That led Foxborough to the 65-34 win of St. Mary's over St. Mary's of Lynn and a berth here. Warren on the pass over onto Dowd. Dowd tries to go underneath Oliver. Oliver in that lane a long time. They get the ball back out again. The shot from outside by Warren, no good. The rebound, though, goes up, no good, and Foxborough will get the ball away. Cassidy had the missed shot on that rebound. Sullivan on the baseline, gets it back out to Foley. Inside to Reuter, gets back out to Collins for the longer three, and that one does not go. Rebound, Reuter underneath. She will be fouled on the floor before she goes up for that shot.
She was really battling for that rebound. She almost brought it down, but
that's Reagan Downs' third, and that, if you're a Norwell fan, that's a matter of concern right there.
Yes, it is.
Foxborough, Collins has it. Sullivan, she'll take it into the paint, gets it back out to Collins. She'll take the three, no good. Rebounded by Oliver. Quickly up to Dowd. Dowd does put the shot up, no good. She gets her own rebound on the other side of the basket, turns around and fires the three. That almost goes, but does not. And reaching out of bounds to try to save it was Holly Pantilla, but that goes out. Or was that that might have been Cassidy? I'm not sure on that. But whatever the case may be, Foxborough has the ball.
Foxborough looking to get into their half-court set. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Oh, Sullivan has it ripped away by Dowd. Dowd will go right to the basket and score. Only the second basket of the quarter for Norwell, but that's something you don't want to see happen again. All right, Foley has it. Foley over to Sullivan, right side. Sullivan will hand it. No, she doesn't. She takes it back over. Now Collins on the break. Stop and jumper and good. Cam Collins with a great shot on the baseline. She has 12 points now. And Foxborough is up 42-26. Looking to get inside, can't. Foley steals that one away on the pass by Dowd. Foley stops and is being basically pushed by Dowd, and Dowd takes the ball away. That's interesting, and Lisa Downs doesn't like it. Dowd will go into the basket, she scores, and she's fouled. And I don't know, that play probably should have been whistled dead a long time ago, in my humble opinion.
Dowd is playing super aggressively. She's got those 2 steals. She's got the and one right now. She's going to close this 3-point play out.
Fouls on Kaylee Sullivan. It's her second. Dowd was basically just running up Foley's back. Foley was trying to slow down a little bit to set up, and then she finally just bumped her enough to get the ball off of Foley. Yeah, she makes the free throw, and she has 10 points in the game now. Sullivan takes it left, stops, takes it back around. Collins, right side, gives it to Chamberlain, back to Collins, stop and pop. She goes up high and gets it. Collins is deadly with that shot today. Terrific shot. Just a pull-up jumper.
Elevating.
Collins with 14 points. Oliver has the ball. Gives it back to Cassidy. Now over to Warren. Warren, right side, tries to get in. Collins almost gets the ball away. There'll be a foul on the shot. And let's see who that's on. Might be Chamberlain. Nope. Nope. I think it might be on Kaylee Sullivan. Now she has 3. Well, we're in the third quarter. We only have about 56.1 seconds left. In fact, that's exactly what we have. And as Reagan Dowd makes the first shot.
And we have a replay. Cam Collins from Sullivan off the glass. Great job.
Dowd looking for a second free throw here. Puts it up and in. She is perfect on 5 attempts at the foul line. I'm sorry, that was Oliver. My mistake. And she was perfect on 2 free throws. All right, Collins will take the sprint into the basket, puts the high runner up. But Chamberlain with the rebound, she's fouled. Shot doesn't go, but she does get fouled.
Chamberlain will go to the line with 36.1 seconds. And replay, Cam Collins with that hang time switch.
By the way, that was Reagan Dowd's 4th foul. And Collins, Chamberlain's at the line to shoot 2. She gets the first. And Dowd will come out of the ball game. Going back in for Norwell's Paige McGuire. Chamberlain hits them both. It is 46-31. We're in the last 30 seconds of the third quarter. Foxborough in the lead. Pass goes out of bounds, deflected off of a Warrior, and Norwell will inbound with 26 seconds showing on the shot clock, 26.4 on the game clock. The drive, Collins, Drummond's did a great job of tying that one up. Quick into Sullivan for the foul line. Jumper is good.
And a great job by Alicia Drummond firing that pass all the way to Sullivan.
She did a great defensive play, and then she fires the pass down court. The shot, no good off the glass. And that will be the end of the quarter. The Foxboro Warriors, 1 quarter away from taking home another state championship. It is 48-31 over Norwell.
Replay, Alasia Drummond's to Sullivan. Little step back jumper.
Well, that was a little bit more like it in that quarter for the Warriors. They outscored Norwell 17-9 after being outscored in the second quarter 20-14. So the natural order of things was restored in that quarter. Of course, Foxborough took the first quarter 17-2.
In that last game against St. Mary's of Lynn, Cameron Collins, I believe, had the 15-point third quarter. She was out of control. No one could stop her.
Yep. Foxborough, of course, has won 19 of their last 20 games. Loss to Wachusett was actually a lot closer than what Fian had done the day before that. Maybe Amy Dolores scouted that game a little bit more and kind of figured a few things out to give Fian the chance to beat them in their championship game last night. But here we are. We are 8 minutes away. The Foxborough Warriors looking to make a little history here. Sullivan gives it over to Collins, left side. Collins. Is that Ava underneath there? Yes, it is. Ava puts it up. She's hit, but no foul. And the ball comes down to Norwell. Oliver will bring it up the court. Oliver gives it off to, Murray, a whistle. And I think that foul is going to be on Sullivan. That would be her fourth if that's the case. It is. It is the fourth foul on Kaylee Sullivan. She has 15 points. The first free throw is missed. Tess Murray, a freshman, missed the first one and the second. Rebound fought for. It'll be pushed out of bounds. Yes, it is. By Oliver, and it'll be Foxborough ball.
We have Alasia Drummond's in for Sullivan.
Foley will inbound to Cam Collins. And the ball slapped away by McGuire. Goes out of bounds, and it will still be Foxborough ball.
Norwell still challenging, still now in a full court man.
Well, they've got to. They are down 17, and they need to come back to have a hope. Hey, Collins with the ball. Takes it across the center stripe. It goes straight to the basket and is fouled on the way in. The layup ended up hitting underneath the basket, but she was fouled on the way to the basket. And that foul will be on Madison. That's her first. Cam Collins will shoot 2. First one is good.
This is the last quarter of basketball that she will play in a Foxborough Warrior uniform.
On to Rider University next year, and I'm sure good things for her. Second one rolls in. 16 points for Cam Collins. McGuire has the ball. Takes it over to the right side. Looking to get it inside to Oliver. She tries to get there. Ava Hill impedes it and gets the rebound as well. Nice job by Ava Hill on that. She'll bring the ball across. Gives it off to Collins. You've got both Ava and Addie in there right now. It's a pretty tall front court. But Collins takes the stop and pop shot. Has just been money for her today.
She wants to win. She wants to bring the chip back to Foxborough.
All right, the lead is now 21 points as the Warriors, as they go inside. The shot is no good. Collins gets up. She was decked on the ground. There's another shot by Norwell and another one. That one finally falls. That one was by McGuire. Their third chance at that shot. But here comes Collins back up quickly over to Hill for 3. No good. Rebound, fought for again, and this time Murray comes away with it. 52-33, Foxborough in the lead. 6 minutes left. The outside shot by Oliver, no good. Rebound by Reuter. Gives it off to Collins quickly. Collins surveys the board, brings it across. She's on the right side. Outside the college three-point circle. Directs traffic.
Enough time on that? Yep.
Will take the stop and pop from the three-point line. They gave it to her. I thought she might have hit it, but no. She went from the correct one this time. And that's another. She is just turning it on now. Cam Collins, certainly, as you said, wants to go out with that big W and with that trophy. Ball was off the hands of Oliver, and it'll be Foxborough ball.
And we have a replay. Cam Collins. Yep. For 3.
Collins has 21 points in this game. Foxborough up by 22. Collins will bring it across. Takes it into the paint. Fakes out of defenders. Gives it off to Chamberlain. Now over on the side to that is Sullivan over there. No, that was Foley. I'm sorry. Collins now into the lane. Hop, skip, and a jump, and it goes off the glass. No good. She gets her own rebound. Pushes her way back up and scores on the putback.
What a champion.
Wow. Collins is just otherworldly right now.
And if you remember last year, I believe she fouled out in that 4th quarter.
She did,
She
in
does
fact.
not want this to happen. She has 0 fouls, I believe.
Offensive rebound and putback is good, and she's fouled. That is Madison Oliver. She's a quality player, and she's trying to do her best at this point. I think the foul was on Bruns, I believe. That's her first. Second on the team. Addie Reuter comes back into the game, and Ava Hill will go out. 13 points for Oliver as the Foxborough fans start to get a little eager here. That one will go. 57-36 is the score. Behind the back dribble by Sullivan. She'll take it across. Breaking to the basket is Collins. It's good! Whoa! She's just toying with them right now.
She's putting on a clinic. Replay, Sullivan to Collins, back door breaking. And the Foxborough faithful go bananas behind the bench.
And I think they might be, I think Oliver might go to 1,000 points. I think that's one of the celebration. Now, they can't do it in tournament play. The game is on, but there was an announcement. I didn't quite pick up on it. If that's the case, Maddie Oliver, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations on the milestone.
It is always a difficult thing to do. I don't care how many kids people say that they start when they're freshman when they play games, but you have to be healthy for at least 80 games to be able to get that. If you're somebody who can score crazy, like something that you get that when you're a sophomore. But for most players at the high school level, it's a long, hard road to getting there. We certainly have been privileged this year at Foxborough to see 2 kids do it in the same season. Of course, Kelly Sullivan has been up to 700 points next year.
I just feel so spoiled.
Pretty impressive. 16 athletes in Foxborough history have gone over 1,000. Most of those are young ladies. Driving to the basket is McGuire. No. Trajectory altered by Reuter. Foxborough has the ball. Collins has it. Collins takes it into the center. Over to Sullivan. In the middle to Chamberlain underneath to Reuter. Reuter turnaround. Good. Off the glass. And this is Foxborough domination now. The Warriors 3 minutes and 50 seconds left from celebrating another state championship. Collins goes down. Did she get that call? Let's see.
I believe Madison Oliver did get the earward, but I don't know who was on.
All right, she did. I think it was away from view. I was so distracted by Collins going down. I thought she was trying to sell that chance to make it an offensive foul. But as a result, Oliver gets a basket and she'll go back to the foul line. Kaylee Sullivan fouls out of the game, but her career is not over. She's got a lot more time left in her career.
I'm sure Sullivan pretty puzzled by that call, and you know, after Cam trying to take the charge on Oliver, and then that call was a little bit confusing to me. I don't think Sullivan would take her fifth foul like that.
By the way, I just want to mention here too, Collins this year has had now 13 games with 20 points or more. That's a pretty good number. Remember, she only had one single-digit game this year, which broke a 44-game winning streak of scoring in double figures for her. But they also won that game too, so that doesn't really matter that much. The scoring totals are secondary to whenever you actually do what you want, which is to win the ball game.
Correct.
So Sullivan with 15 will now have 1,288 going into next season. That's a lot of points to go into your senior year with. So Oliver will go to the foul line looking to finish off the three-point play here. And she does. 61-39. Foxborough in the lead. 3:37 remaining in this contest as Cam Collins brings the ball up, gives it off to Erin Foley. Foley, of course, playing her last game as a Warrior as well. Chamberlain, who is a senior as well, gives it into Reuter for another basket. And Abby Reuter has 16 in this game. Norwell comes back in. McGuire tries to go to the basket. It's knocked away by Kylie Sampson. And it will be Foxborough ball led off of McGuire on the way out.
3 minutes to go in this quarter. Clippers need to get some steals, take the ball to the hoop, or put up some threes.
Collins with the drive off the glass, no good. Reuter battling for the rebound. They will call a timeout, and the alternating possession sends it to Norwell.
And Addie, nice. In the paint, very fundamental.
That is what we've been saying about her for the last 2 years, certainly, and it's not bad to repeat ourselves. It's not bad at all. Rebounded by Sampson. Sampson will bring the ball up. Sampson walks it across the logo. 2:30 left in this contest. Foxborough fans, I'm sure, will explode in excitement at some point. Chamberlain gets it into Reuter, turnaround off the glass, no good this time, and Dowd makes the rebound, and she'll bring the ball up for Norwell. Dowd tries to go into the center court, loses control of it, and it comes into the hands of Kylie Sampson. She gets it back from Chamberlain. Now Collins has it as she goes across the timeline. 2:04 left. Warriors on the verge of, I guess you could call it a dynasty. The quick pass inside. Reuter is fouled. The pass was from Collins. You probably heard that. Alex Cassidy's first foul. Addie Reuter goes to the foul line for her first free throws of the game. Puts the first one off the rim and around and out.
And it appears that Norwell will empty their bench.
That's it. With 1:55 left, they're bringing in the shot troops, as they say. Job well done by the Clippers to get here, but it's got to be incredibly disappointing to have won 23 straight and then to run into a buzzsaw here.
And we have, it looks like Bryn Allen, Naomi Aguas-Vivas, and Camilla Burton in the game.
So yes, Foxborough responds as well.
And seniors Erin Foley, Cam Collins will be on the bench.
Second shot by Reuter is good, so she gets 1 of 2. A mission was started when these kids first stepped on the court, probably some of them 4 years ago, in fact. But it has been sustained through a long period of time. And it never wavered this year. The closest that anybody got to them in the second half of the season was Mansfield, in fact. Even Oliver Ames, which had a nice run in the tournament, did not get that one. That shot will be put up no good by number 20, who is Mira Conley. They'll call a 35-second violation because it didn't hit rim.
And Reese Hassman in the game for Addie Reuter. Reese Hassman on the bench there.
And Reuter gets a hug, like we said. So yes, the Warriors were a dollar team. That'll be a foul. Who else is in the ball game for the Warriors right now?
And Camilla Burton, Naomi Aguas Vivas, Reese Hassman, Kylie Sampson, and Bryn Allen.
Leah Marsh puts that one up and in. So she gets a three-point play at 64-42 with 1:13 left. Ball will go out of bounds. And of course, we will celebrate the seniors here. One of them who didn't get to play is, of course, Mackenzie Burton. She's had problems with her knees for a long time. She's tried her best to get on the court, but as much a part of this family as anybody else. 4 seniors departing with the ultimate prize. You can't go wrong with that. Aguas Vivas has it now with 48 seconds left to go in this game. Her shot rolls off the rim. Rebound, battle, comes back out. Quick pass from Hassman goes inside to Burton. Camilla Burton with the basket.
Camilla Burton, sophomore.
27 seconds left. A message to the Foxborough Police Department and the fire department: get those cars and trucks ready. You got to have a parade later tonight.
That's right. Get out of Patriot Place. Don't worry about the St. Patrick's Day, people. We got more important things to do on the common in about an hour or and a half.
Foxborough, you have a dynasty, and it's not the ones that play up at Patriot Place either. And what do we have here? Okay, now they finally got that straightened out, so they will send to the foul line.
Number 10, that is Evie DeMar.
Evie DeMar.
And she misses. And replay of Camilla Burton, sister of Mackenzie Burton. Nice drive. Up with the right. Good job.
Second shot is in. 16 seconds left in the Foxborough Warriors season. Another mission accomplished for the Warriors as Aguas Vivas goes to the basket. Does not go. Norwell has the last shot to get off. A stop. A jumper. That's over. That is over. We have fireworks. The Foxborough Warriors are state champions again. Their 3rd championship since, their 4th championship since 2018. What a juggernaut this team is. The Foxborough Warriors win 66-43 over the Norwell Clippers. Kate?
I'm speechless.
It is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So many teams never get to understand what it feels like to get that last game not be a loss in a tournament situation. The Foxborough Warriors, 2 years in a row, and they did it in 2018 as well. 2020 they won the championship and it was shared, but that was different because of COVID. These last few have been amazing and just a great testament to the hard work of Coach Lisa Downs, her assistants, the Foxborough High administration. the kids on the court and the people who love them and support them. You cannot undermine that at all. This is
what it's all about.
maybe the greatest feeling in the world, especially for these youngsters at their age. I wish I could have experienced when I was younger. So they will be presenting trophies here, and in a little while later we will have a post-game interview. It's going to take me a while to get there.
You'll get there.
But right now, do you have some final scoring, Kate, that you can share with the fans?
Sure.
Just the Foxborough's fine.
Yeah. So Cameron Collins. 25 points.
Yep.
And Kaylee Sullivan ended up with 15. Reuter.
Great night by Addie, too.
17 for Reuter, 25 for Collins, 15 for Sullivan. And Izzy Chamberlain with 4 points. And Erin Foley with 3. Camilla Burton with 2. So, great job.
Another great performance. They did what they had to do. They had one quarter. Things looked a little
sketchy
at the end of the quarter. But Foxborough went out, was dominant in the first quarter. Too much of a barrier for Norwell to overcome. And here we are. Your Foxborough Warriors, state champions again. The champions of Division III this year. I think they could play well against any division this year.
I do too. And such an amazing accomplishment for the seniors. Mackenzie Burton, Camp Collins, Erin Foley, Erin Foley and Isabel Chamberlain. Great job. And Foxborough Warriors, as they run over to their Foxborough faithful to show them the trophy and celebrate this moment. And Foxborough fans just going wild. And I want to thank everyone at Foxboro Cable Access, all the volunteers, my son Andrew Hill, couldn't make to a camera, but he loves it. And everyone that came here from Foxborough to watch these girls bring it home once again. And obviously to Mark Farrell for hanging out with me for this game once again. So thank you everyone. Enjoy all the footage here, and we will have a post game with Mark and the team, and we'll meet you all back at the 02035.
Welcome back to the Tsongas Center, everyone. I'm Mark Farrell. I'm with Lisa Downs and your state Division III champion, Foxborough Warriors. Congratulations again, young ladies. Did a wonderful job here. This is their second straight championship, their fourth since 2018. Lisa, again, another great performance. Your team came out dominating in the first quarter. A few scary moments in that second quarter when A couple of baskets didn't fall, a little bit of early foul trouble for the team, and they started to creep back into it, and it was only a 9-point game at halftime.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to keep me on my toes because the second quarter was very atypical for especially the postseason games that we've been playing so far. But, you know, they regrouped and came out in the third quarter and did what they needed to do. And typically what we've been doing in the postseason was our third quarter has been especially strong, and that was no different tonight.
Just, again, when I talk about domination, 17-9 may not be the most that you've ever scored in a quarter of this team, but coming out at the beginning of the second half and getting a quick run right off the bat and forcing a quick timeout from Norwell, I think that pretty much reestablished Foxborough basketball.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what our goal is just to come out with a lot of energy and just really get those first couple of baskets in our direction, and then it really gets a team that's down by a little bit to be really, you know, on their heels a little bit more, and that's where we can grab the tempo and just, you know, push the ball, which is what we like to do.
You had a core group of 3 seniors out on the court, and of course I don't want to forget Mackenzie Burton for her contributions throughout this whole year. But I think that we saw in the second half certainly one player that did not want this season to end any other way. Cam Collins with 19 of her 25 points in the fourth quarter. Lisa, she just turned it on there. The pull-up jumper, all that stuff worked wonderfully. You've known her for a long time now. What is in her head at times? And, of course, I'll ask her that shortly.
I mean, you can see it, at least I know, when she wants the ball, and she wanted the ball tonight. So whether she was going to be scoring or she was going to be looking for someone, she wanted to make sure that the ball was touching her hands. And when she wants it, I let her have it because, you know, she's a senior and she's not going to do anything crazy out there. Usually. But, you know, especially, you know, with Erin and Izzy on there as well, you know, their seniors do well in post-tournament, in postseason games, and especially in a championship game. They stayed composed, and which is, you know, it would have been easy to come out in that second half with a little bit of lackluster energy because we had let them back in the game a little bit. But the seniors really made sure that we were focused and we were really dialed in.
We talk about the usual suspects. Addie Reuter, 17 points tonight. Great first half, 12 points. And, of course, Kaylee Sullivan, 15. She fouled out of this one, which is unusual. But
I don't know if she's ever done that.
But if you remember, though, at the end of last year's game against Draycott, she had a little sprained ankle at that point, too.
That's
So,
right. Yep.
you know, you get her for a whole game next year, who knows what.
I know, yeah, and now, you know, as I said earlier to a few people, you know, with these seniors graduating, it's going to be up to these girls to make sure that they, you know, really work on their games because we got some huge shoes to fill, and it's going to be by a committee. It's not going to just be one person stepping into each of their shoes because they're impossible to fill.
Speaking of the seniors, I'd like to bring the 3 young ladies who played today up. I would like to first bring up we have 4. Certainly, I will not forget that. But I would like to bring first Izzy Chamberlain up first. Izzy, you got the first basket of the night. And I hate to tell you, but the guys who kept the scorebook down at the table didn't get that one, but they'll be corrected on that. So all night long.
My last game, so it's all right. All
night long, contributing, as you always do. Hard work on the rebounds, some good defense under the basket. All that kind of stuff. Again, you're a senior. You knew this was going to be your last game no matter what. What are you feeling at a time like that?
It's really surreal because growing up, like, we've been watching Coach Downs coach, and then me, Cam, and Aaron have been watching state championship games ever since we were kids. So being here is really surreal because I've always wanted to do this. So. Well,
2 state championships in the last 2 years. You have done something that many people just dream about doing, and you've got to feel wonderfully about that, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
Izzy, thank you so much. Aaron Foley, folks. A little foul trouble tonight for Aaron, but you know what? Once she got back into the ball game, I didn't see any hint that you were backing off of anybody like that. You were just out there playing your usual great defense, scrapping around. You got a 3-pointer tonight, too. Aaron, what was your mindset coming in knowing that this was going to be your last basketball game at Foxborough High School?
Well, I knew we were going to win, so I just wanted to have fun in my last basketball game. But, yeah, I knew we were going to win, so just have fun.
I think I share your confidence, but I couldn't say it on the television at the early stage because, you know, as always, I get a little worried. And did you get a little bit worried at all during that second quarter when they started to creep back?
No. We never lose. We're not going to go down. even though we like let up a few points here and there in that little run, it doesn't matter because no team's gonna beat us now. No team's gonna beat us.
You know, you're going on to play soccer at Stonehill, and you know, certainly, are you going to regret leaving basketball behind, or you still be playing in pickup games whenever you can, whatever?
Yeah, I'll be playing spring league basketball at Stonehill. They have rec center there, but no, I do like soccer, so yeah.
Well, you're very good at it too. Even somebody like me who doesn't know that much about soccer, I do know you're very good at it. Cam Collins. Oh, no problem, Cam. I want to first of all congratulate you not only for this, but for, you know, you'll be going on to Rider University. You've established yourself so wonderfully, but I just love the fact that you took over this game in the second half.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
25 points in all, 19 in the second half, and you could just see, even from our vantage point way up there in the rafters, we could see that you had that steely-eyed look like, give me the ball. I'm going to make sure this is going to go our way. Did you think about that? What are you thinking at a time like that, or are you just doing it?
I guess I'm just doing it. My teammates are always there supporting me, so I guess when I had momentum in the second half, you know, they gave me the ball and I was able to perform. So, yeah.
2 state titles in 2 years, and you know, just watching the program, you know, your sister's contributions when she played, you know, certainly wonderful things that have happened, and I think you've got to be happy about that. And you can go on, you know, remember, tell your friends at Rider that you're a 2-time state champion. That's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, I'm super proud of us, you know, a testament to Coach Downs and the staff and testament to our hard work all year. I'm just really proud of us girls that we came out here and we didn't want anything else but a win.
Congratulations. Is Mackenzie here? Yes, I'm right here. Hi, Kenzie. How are you?
Good.
I know that you've had your struggles for these 2 years, but you've always been here. You've always been part of the team. You know, your support is, I'm sure, appreciated by all of your teammates. Is it bittersweet in a way that would you like to have been able to contribute more? I know that, you know, sometimes you just know you can't, but, you know, you found another way to be part of this team and be a big, important part of this team, too.
Of course, I would have loved to contribute, but honestly, like, watching them play is like, I'm so lucky to be able to do that. And like Cam, Aaron, and Izzy, I played with them since kindergarten, and it is sad. Like, they're the best team I've ever like seen or watched.
Well, that knowing that there would be emotions involved, and you're going to make me cry, so watch it. I just want to say that I really respect someone who can come every day to these games and to the practices and to be part of the team when you know you're dying to be out there. But I'm sure every one of these kids appreciates that as much as anything.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. I mean, I'm going to miss it so much, but also it was like, I can tell like so many people about how awesome it was to be a part of this team, no matter if I was playing or not. Like, watching them was unbelievable, and I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world to have a front row seat to that every day.
And we're glad you did, definitely. Lisa, as she said, it's awesome.
It is. I mean, I'm just so incredibly proud of this team and just the work that they put in. It's not just during, you know, the first Monday after Thanksgiving. It starts pretty much, you know, a week after the banquet. I asked them to, you know, take a little bit of a break, but never put the ball down completely. And they challenge each other every single day. And it's just, there's such a great group of kids. And the chemistry that they have off the court is obvious when they step on the court. So that's just a testament to the type of people they are.
Well, just from my small role in this, I mean, I don't get to do all your games, and I wish I did, but the ones I saw and the ability I had to participate this year in the tournament coverage, I'm really thankful to the folks at Foxboro Cable Access. I'm thankful to Kate Hill, whom I work with, to everybody at FCA, and to all the fans and all the people who watch these games. Thank you for letting me into your living rooms to be the guy gabbing in the background while they're doing great stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your state Division III champion, Foxborough Warriors. Good night, everyone.